Hello, everybody. Welcome back to ESPN. I am Max Swanson here with my co-hosts Brennan Harding, Thomas Hayden, and Colton Fortin. Today we're going to be talking about the Jaylen Brown trade. And Thomas, what do you feel about this Jaylen Brown trade, and how do you think this is going to be affect the Celtics?
As a Boston Celtics fan, I absolutely hate it. I think the Celtics will not be the same without him. I feel like that we're going to see a lot from Jason Tatum next season. I mean, without Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum will get that ball more. Of course, now they have Mitchell Robinson, who will be a very good threat in the paint. I think the 76ers will be kind of like the 2016-17 OKC Thunder with Durant, Harden, and Westbrook. I think they're going to be a very good team, but that's my take on that.
Brendan, what do you think?
I agree with Thomas. I hate this trade. I have a little bit of somewhat of an explanation, though. I don't understand it from the Celtics because, yes, it's Paul George, and it's 2026. It's not 2019. So you're not getting the same value as Paul George. Two, Jaylen Brown, we saw with his own team, shined really well. So why Philadelphia if I'm the Celtics? You already have Tyrese Maxey as the lead guard there, so Jaylen Brown, forget being the guard there. Also, the two first-round picks, like I've said before, they'll probably be in 19 to anywhere from 18, 19 to mid-20s. So why, if I'm Brad Stevens, why wouldn't I just find a better suitor? One, for Jaylen Brown, but also two, you could have got a lot better value, maybe even a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. But they were talking about maybe putting in Hugo Gonzalez, so I wouldn't see that as well. But I think it's just an overall mistake by Brad Stevens to go with Philly because you could have got better value, and it doesn't benefit Jaylen Brown at all.
We have a call coming in.
Hello?
I don't agree with the Jaylen Brown trade at all. I feel like, as you said, we could have gotten much more. And it's not even like it's the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett trade where these picks are like 5 years in the future and they're in the win now mode. And it's like Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett were old. And like the pick, as I said, is 5 years apart when Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce were already retired. And also, like, what happened to Giannis, like, we definitely could have gotten him. And that's pretty much all I have to say.
Yeah, you're not getting a ton of picks in this deal, which I definitely agree from. You're only getting 2 first-round picks, and like we said earlier, they're later down the line. So how much value do you get? Maybe Philly's really bad. Embiid doesn't play enough games. Maxey and Paul George, they're not a ton of chemistry as we saw last year. Maxey and Embiid didn't have a lot of chemistry last year. So we'll see how that fits in with Jaylen Brown. But I definitely agree, but maybe the Celtics get lucky. Maybe you get 2019 Paul George rather than 2025 Paul George, and maybe those picks end up sparking up because Philly's a bad team.
Colton, you have anything to say?
Yeah, so I don't understand it from the Celtics' point of view, but it was a great trade for the 76ers. I honestly think that they're going to do incredible this season. My only question is, who will be their number one?
Responding to that one, I think that their automatic number one would be Embiid. When he's healthy, I just don't think that he can be healthy. I think this season he will be battling injury, so I think that Jaylen Brown will be that number one. But then I think that Maxey's going to get a little bit salty about that, which will result in him acting up somehow.
Wait, why? If you want Jaylen Brown to be the number one, but Jaylen Brown wanted his own team, then, like I said earlier, why Philly? Like, Jaylen Brown's going to be that number one. No, Tyrese Maxey has been the number one for at least 2 to 3 years. That doesn't make a lot of sense, and I'm kind of rambling at this point, but it really doesn't make sense that you're going to Philly if we're all agreeing on the same thing, being that Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid are ahead of you, and the Celtics could have got especially a lot better picks and maybe a better player or two. So my overall thoughts is just like terrible trade. It's a blunder by Brad Stevens for sure.
And that is going to do it for today's ESPN. See you guys later.